Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Natisha, and today we're going to get into my very first eyeshadow ranking video. I watch these videos all the time and I was just like, I want to try ranking my palettes. I was going to get on here and show all the palettes I bought for 2020, but I was like, oh yeah, who told me that I could buy all them eyeshadow palettes? So I passed on that. But I am going to show you the last couple of eyeshadow palettes that I have bought, and I'm going to rank them. Alright, so I have 18 palettes to show you. These 18 palettes I have bought in the time frame of November and December. 18 palettes in the time frame of November and December. Anyways, I'm just going to go from my lowest to my highest, and that is it. So let's get into it. The lowest on the list is going to be this Ulta palette, which was in collaboration with the Black Widow, and this is what she looks like. And the reason why she's on the end of my list mainly is because I haven't applied her to my eyes yet, so I don't know how the formula works on my eyes, but I've swatched her, and from the swatches I was like, I don't know. She wasn't too pigmented from the swatches, so she is actually going to be at the bottom of my list, and merely because I don't know how she's going to perform on my eyes. But I do like the color scheme. It's more cool tone, and y'all, Black Widow is my jam. I'm still waiting for that video to pop out. Still. So these next two, which is going to be, I was 18, 17, and 16. 17 and 16, and these are merely because they're newer to my collection, like probably the last couple of eyeshadows that I bought, and I really haven't applied them to my eyes yet, so I really don't know what this formula is going to entail. So it's just down here just because I haven't played with it yet. And the first one is going to be the Child palette by ColourPop. Yeah, I like Star Wars. I like this color scheme, which ColourPop and Morphe always get me with a color scheme. But, well, at least recently. That's what she looks like. I've only swatched 3 shades, and the 3 shades that I swatched, I was loving it, but I haven't applied her to my eyes yet, so I don't really know how she's going to perform. So that is the Child palette by ColourPop, which is the collaboration with Star Wars Mandalorian. And then the Wahala 2. I have not played with her in my eyes, and I think I've only swatched 2 shades in here, so she has yet to be determined. But this buy was strictly based on Lala Bad here on the YouTube. It's your fault, girlfriend. Your fault. I will blame you. I was not going to buy Wahala 2, and she did a review or a look on it, and then I was like, oh, so it was that easy, girlfriend. That easy. Sold me on it. But she's down there only strictly because I have not played with her yet. She's really newer to my collection, towards the end of December, like the very end. Next is Miss Pat McGrath. This is one of her new holiday quads, the Flora Fantasia. The reason why this baby is in here is because I don't get inspired by her. This shade and this shade are pretty, and they're unique. I'm not going to say they're not, but as a quad, as a palette, looking at this standalone, I don't get inspired by her, and I don't feel compelled to pick her up and use her. So if I ever would have said I kind of should have thought this more out in regards to buying this, it would have been this one. However, I know still if I didn't get it FOMO, I would have kicked in, and then I still would have got it. But she's way down on the list, and her siblings are way above the list. The next 2 are also because I really haven't been able to play with them that much, and that would be, I will put this one lower than the other one. This is the Nubian Glow, which has more of your citrusy looking colors. I know Juvia's Place does not have this color or this color currently in their line. Probably neither of the golds either. They swatch out different, like the color of the shimmery ones and the glitter come out different than what they are in the pan. This is really, really pretty. So I don't dislike any of my palettes. The only one that I had a gripe with was the Ulta one, and that's just because the pigmentation was not much. But I've swatched most of these, I think. Yeah, I just really haven't. I did apply 2 in my eyes, so yep. That's where she's gonna rank. And then her sister is the Royal palette, which is the holiday palette from Juvia's Place. This one is super gorgeous. This deep purple and this purple right here, like they're saying, pick me up, put me on your eyes. So she's above the Royal Glow palette. Sorry, the Nubian Glow palette. So now we're going to get into 3 Morphe palettes. And again, Morphe tends to draw me in with their color schemes, but I feel like their shimmery colors, you kind of have to play with them a little bit more. And I feel like they're temperamental. Some palettes, they come out a little bit better than the others, so I don't know. That being said, these next 3 palettes are Morphe palettes. This one is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 with collaboration with Morphe, and this one I picked up just recently when it was on sale. I was not going to pay the normal price. I'm just not that type of gal. But the reason why out of this 3 I'm going to show you she is in the bottom is because these are fairly bright colors, and although they are pretty and I have done a look with them, I don't necessarily, between these 3 that I'm showing you, think that this one is going to be picked up as much as the other 2 would be picked up. But nonetheless, she's pretty and I'm happy to have her. I wanted her when she came out, but I wasn't gonna pay full price for Miss Jaclyn Hill. We're gonna pay sale price, you know what I'm saying? You know. Next one is the Holiday Collection 35XO. This one had Strajmi, Ashley, whatever be the face of the brand, who won that one show that I don't even, yeah, whatever. So this one is her holiday palette, even though to me it's more geared towards like Valentine's Day, but dang it. It's got your blush shades, your pinky shades, and it's very pretty, very pretty. Some of the shades kind of come out on your eye a little deeper than they are in the pan. However, all these pinks and blushes and purple colors, they're all going to give you pretty much the same look. So I got 35 shades of the same look. But nonetheless, I am happy for this palette because, I mean, this is something that I really, really like. So Miss Jaclyn is under her. And this next one is Morphe 35M, which is the Boss Move. This came out like 2 years ago or something like that. But these colors have been calling my name since it came out. And this is very, very pretty. You do kind of have to work with the shimmery shades. Yes, the matte shades are pigmented and they're easier to work with. The only thing I don't like about this is you do not have your light shade for, you know, under your brow, or if you want to put it in your inner eye corner. But I can see picking up more now in this time frame. Now okay, we're gonna move a little faster because my battery is beeping at me like, really, battery? Alright, so next is going to be, and I don't know where my count is, maybe I may pop a number up here and there in between this ranking, but this is the Toofaced Cinnamon Bear palette. Cute packaging, super, super cute. I do like all the shades in this palette. They're pigmented, they're pretty, they're different. I really don't have a palette with this color scheme specifically, and they don't smell like cinnamon, which I think that they should have made it smell like cinnamon. I mean, they make everything else smell like something, but who knows, must have been on a budget. But she's in that line. Next is going to be the Pat McGrath. This is the Risque Rose palette. I don't know why I ranked this low. Not this low, but compared to the ones that I'm about to show after this. But maybe because I don't see this as an everyday palette, but this is what she's looking like. Super pretty, like super pretty. I love every shade in this palette. Love every shade in this palette. I just don't see myself picking it up on a normal day-to-day basis, but I love every shade in this palette. So that is that. Next, I ranked these individually, but they came in a set together, so technically they should have been one, but we're gonna hold them out individually. So the first one is the Little Toasty, and she is the warm palette of the three. The mattes are pigmented and they're soft in this one. Their mattes in here are softer than the one I'm going to name above this, but it's just your basic warm palette, but I like it. This one is the Little Juicy. This one is more of like pinky tone, rosy tone. The mattes in here are dry. They're pigmented, but they're really dry. And it's so weird that these three palettes came together and their mattes are across the board different between all three palettes. These mattes in here, they're dry, but pigmentation is good and it's not lackluster. So, and then I rank this one above those three, and this is the Little Bloom, which I'm surprised because I had Tarte Linen Bloom, and all my inserts are falling. I had Tarte Linen Bloom and I gave it away because I really didn't use that much. But out of the three, this one I have been picking up more. For some reason, I've been like gravitating towards cool tone colors. So I like this one. And this one, the mattes are a little dry too. So the mattes in the toasted one, Little Toasted, has better soft formula than those two. All right, we're getting to the nitty gritty. We're getting down to the home stretch, guys. Next one is going to be Miss Miss Mother Pat. This is the Celestial Divinity. I had to get her even though there's repeat shades. I think she is gorgeous, and I wasn't going to hold out on getting her. I wasn't. I'm sorry. But I'm going to place her quad in front of her, and this is the Interstellar Icon. This one is so unique and so pretty. I mean, in this one, honestly, I can see being worn on a day-to-day basis too. Not the blue necessarily, but the other colors. That's what she looks like. And I still think she is so pretty. And the camera never really does her eyeshadow justice. You gotta see her stuff in person. My last two. These are my top two. And the last couple of months. Top two palettes. First one is going to have to go to Wahala 1. I love the color scheme in this palette. Love it. I don't really dip too much in blues. I'm going to try blues this year. But this purple row, this one right here, boom. This one right here, boom. I think this is a really, really pretty palette. Really. And my top palette in this ranking, that child, I got a story for this palette, and this is the Natasha Denona 28 eyeshadow palette. This is the brown green palette. Mama has been wanting this palette for a long time. Mama wasn't going to pay the price that it is going for, but I wanted this palette for a very, very long time. And then she had it on sale before Black Friday or whenever. It was 40% off, and I got it. And when the price at 40% off, each shade is like $4 and something. So it weighs itself out. But this palette, I have a story behind it. But this is my top palette, and I wanted the glam palette, but I'm just thinking like I have my silvers in this palette, so I should be good and not get the glam palette, but we'll see. But I'll say this much, I am nervous to ever purchase anything from Natasha Genona's website, and her customer service is a little wonky. They need a little help. But this is my top palette out of all this, and I really love this palette. I've played in a handful of these colors. Like when I want to do my makeup during the morning, I want to whip out this palette. These are, you know, one and done shades. You don't have a lot of mattes in here, but I have plenty of like matte palettes or whatever. But these are shades that are like, just swipe over your eye and go, honey. And they're natural, neutral. This palette, I can see me getting my money's worth out of this palette because I'm loving it. Like, loving it. And this palette I got towards the end of December, and I'm loving it. Alright guys, so that was my ranking of my latest eyeshadow palette purchases. 18 in total. I will try to have the numbers and the rankings listed below just in case I lost count. I don't have them written down. You know, it is what it is. But thank you guys for watching my video, and stay for a while. Show your girls some love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.